Hey everyone, Andrew here with ACR Protect. Thanks for stopping by. So the other day we did a video talking about shotguns and their applications for home defense or SHTF or Minuteman scenarios or whatever, multitude of scenarios for the shotgun. And I got to thinking, I was like, I really didn't get into loading procedures or tactical loads or combat loads or critical loads or emergency loads, whatever you want to call them. Everyone sees them with handguns and rifles and stuff like that. And I don't know if I haven't really seen a whole lot with pump shotguns. So I figured I'd go over that a little bit. For those of you that already know this, maybe this is just a refresher for you. Some of this might be new to you. Again, this is just the way I was taught on these. If you have a different way of doing it, I encourage you to do it that way, just as long as you're safe. So first things first, when you're doing this type of training, you want to make sure everything's safe, right? Your rules of firearms, everything else. So our shotgun, all right, it's clear, all right, see it in there, all right, got clear, safety on. Now, as you can see with my chest rig here, I've taken everything out, all right? There's no pistol mags, there's no those hook and loop bandoliers or anything. You see one here, as I just punched myself in the face there, and you see one on the gun. Everything on here, they're dummy rounds, all right, folks? Training rounds, all right? If you don't have dummy rounds, training rounds, whatever you want to call them, I suggest you get some for whatever you're operating. If you're operating a shotgun, pick some up. If you're your handgun, you can get them in about every caliber. For your rifles, same thing. It's just a good thing to have. It's a good way to conduct training. It's safe. I highly encourage you get some. In fact, I'll try to link. I'll put a link to some in the description if I remember to do it. So let's talk about the two different types of reloads, right? So you have a tactical reload, which is really the same whether you're operating a handgun, a rifle, a shotgun, right? This is a reload where your gun isn't empty, all right? Your gun isn't empty, you're just adding to it. So for example, with a handgun, right? You've gone into a scenario, you've used your firearm, you've engaged some targets, and the scenario maybe isn't over, right? Something else is happening. Before you go into that, you want to pull the mag out, put a fresh one in, because you don't know how many, you didn't count how many rounds you used, right? You may have used 10, you may have used 12, but whatever you're getting ready to go into next, you want to have a fresh mag, right? So that would be a tactical reload, right? As opposed to a critical reload, when you run your firearm dry. It's completely empty, and it is critical, or an emergency reload, combat reload. I've heard all three of those terms thrown around. Just kind of depends on your lingo there, but you were putting a full fresh mag in there because you've run it dry, okay? Same goes for a shotgun. Now, we've talked about semi-automatic shotguns with box magazines. It would be the same procedures there, but for those that run a magazine tube, it's a little different, all right? It's a little different. We're gonna go over that. So stand by. All right, folks, sorry about that. I'm playing with the sun here, and it was overheating my camera in the position it was in. So I apologize for that pause there. Again, we're in Texas, and we're what, a day away from October, and it's still hot as shit out here. Gotta love that, right? So again, we're talking about reloads for the shotgun. Now, first and foremost, most likely, if you run your gun dry, your fastest reload is going to be to drop this, go to your pistol, and engage, right? That's going to be your fastest way to engage a target if you run out on your primary here. Some other considerations, whether you're loading up this or a handgun or a rifle or whatever, you should be looking for some cover, right? That should go without saying. All right, again, little disclaimer here, this is just, this is just what I've been taught on this. These are techniques that I've used. I find that they work, and so use them as you will. If this, try them out, see if this works for you. If it doesn't, that's okay. So again, I only had a couple of these dummy rounds. Like I said, I've got three on the shotgun. I've got a couple, two here on my chest rig. All right, so again, we've got the gun, it's still empty, right? So let's talk about a critical reload. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the safety off. All right, it's off. I fired my last round, right? Okay, a critical reload, right? We're empty. Maybe I don't have a handgun or whatever, right? So you can do this either from the stock or from your chest rig. It's just in how you train. It's just in what works for you, right? Whatever's faster for you. So if I'm right here, and I'm gonna bring this in just so you can see it a little bit better on camera. But I'm gonna go ahead and grab, for this application, I'm gonna go ahead and grab one from the stock of the gun. All right, I'm grabbing my round. All right, I've got my action to the rear. All I'm doing is dropping that in, running the action forward. At this point, if I want to, I can come back in and engage, right? Maybe I have some more time, right? Maybe I've taken cover, something. Your tactical reload or your additional reloads, you pull from here, and all you're doing is pressing them in to the mag tube, right? However many you've got there, right? So now I'm back to 3, so I can come back up. I'm on target. All right, bang. All right, clear that one. You're gonna see it's gonna load another one in. Bang. All right, load another one. Now maybe I can take more cover. I can take another round, plug it back in here, and I'm good to go, right? Maybe at this time, while I'm behind cover, I'm pulling this one off, pulling another one from my chest rig, putting it in there, right? Pulling this one off, doing the same thing, putting another one from my chest rig onto the gun, right? So those are your 2 different loads right there. It's pretty simple. All right, nothing too complicated. Now, before I get beat up in the comments, let me, so you can see me there. There you go. Is this particularly fast? Not unless you're watching a John Wick movie. Does it take some motor skills? It sure does. So all of this requires training and practice. All right, that's really where we're going with this. There's the neighbor's dog saying hi. All right, say hi to Diesel in the background there. Probably because my dogs are running around out there. But no, seriously, it takes practice. All right, maybe a box fed magazine and a shotgun's a better option for you because that's faster and that's what you want to do. This technique, if you have a pump action shotgun, it works. It takes some practice. It's one of those, you don't want the first time you're doing it to be when you need to do it, right? As with anything. So take it as you will. Again, I just hope this helps out. And that's all I got, folks. Just a quick video, a little bit of training, and that's all I got. You take care. My best to you and your families, and we'll see you next time.